Hello everyone and welcome to my video. So today I will make a video from my campus English assignment. Before we start, may I introduce myself first? So my name is Erlan Mikala Azis and I am from the class of 64, 1A and 03 from the management program study at Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika. And here we are at the first part of my video. So this first part of my video will be talking about the match between Indonesia and Bahrain. The match in between Indonesia and Bahrain is held in order to FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier of AFC Zone. Indonesia has been competed in two rounds before and have succeeded in this AFC zone with some impressive results. And in this third round of the qualification, there are 18 teams totaling. Thus, all of the 18 teams will be divided into three more groups. Each group's named Group A, Group B, and Group C. Later on, Indonesia has joined the Group C of the qualification round 3. In the Group C, Indonesia joined with 5 other Asian countries such as Japan, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and China. In the Group C, Indonesia has played 2 matches before meeting Bahrain. In the previous match, Indonesia has met Saudi Arabia and resulted in the score by 1-1, resulting in Indonesia getting 1 point. The other one is when Indonesia met Australia and ends up in 0-0, that resulting in Indonesia gets another 1 point. So in that 2 matches, Indonesia ends up having 2 points. Those 2 previous matches that ends up in a draw, Indonesia has played 1 home match and 1 away match. The away match in the first is held in the Saudi Arabia and the second match is held in Indonesian home in Gelora Bung Karno. So after that, Indonesia have to play a 1 away match against Bahrain at the Bahrain National Stadium that held at 10th of October 2024. That ends up in a draw result. In the draw result against the Bahrain, Indonesia has again performing some solid performances like in the 2 matches before. But that 1 match against Bahrain is what most people talking about right now. The match against Bahrain is being such a hot news widespread in even international media. So in Indonesia itself, there are so many Indonesian internet users that have brought this topic on any platform such as X or Twitter and Facebook and even on YouTube. Personally, I've seen my favorite YouTubers talking about this recently. I've seen a lot of them on my homepage since like 3 days prior to the match between Bahrain. Even when I turn on the local TV station, it also shows the news about the result of the qualification between Bahrain that upsets many us Indonesians as a whole. Happening. Why were many Indonesians disappointed in these results? And I think there is why is it happening. So like I've said before, in my personal research of internet as a daily internet users, I've been collecting some information that I'm assured that many of us Indonesian people were upset by the result because the referee was acting a bit suspicious in the whole match. Like the referee was a bit heavy to the Indonesian side, so they were like, let them Bahrain free and let them go. I've even seen some suspicious decisions by the referee, such as the unnecessary foul and such a faulty free kicks that were given to the Bahrain that Indonesia weren't even doing foul at the time. Besides the weird decision making of the referee, this in the first half of the match, I think I've seen those in the second half of the match. There were more like such a strange decision by the referee. Even at the end of the match is when the injury time should have been 6, but the referee has stopped the game in 99. For sure, there is some faulty decisions to Indonesians, so that's why left us upset until right now and protesting to the AFC, of course. In the time of injury that have entered the 96, it should have been done, I think. And the referee is Ahmed Alka from Oman. He isn't doing his job well, so he ended up adding extra 3 minutes. But the 3 minutes isn't necessary because there weren't any disruption between the whole second half of the match, and thus should be the reason why there were added 3 more minutes to the match. Because 3 more minutes of the advantage to the Bahrain, they were succeeding in making draw with Indonesia. Actually, it will be Indonesian win if the referee hasn't added 3 more unnecessary minutes in the match. And we're still left confused by what the referee was thinking about in the match. And by the 96, we'll also bring 3 points more in the qualifications and bring it to our back and relentlessly smoothing our way to the next stage of the qualification. That is why I think it is some kind of robbery to us Indonesians by the Bahrain. And even the international people were talking about this and also kind of protesting to Bahrain. They were also protesting and complaining about the result of this and praying Indonesia for the better of the future of Indonesian national football team. So They would see Indonesian compete in the international stage of football. Even the Japanese has said to Indonesian people that welcome to the AFC. Alright, so at the second part of my video, I will explain some topics on question words. And I've been making these PowerPoint slides, so I will explain to all of you through these PowerPoint slides. So let's get started. Of the list of contents that I wanted to present here is number one is what is question words. Number two, what does a question include? Number three, 9 question words plus example. So here it is on the next page. What is question words? Question words are the words that are used to form questions in English starting with WH words. They help us obtain the information we need in everyday conversation or writing English. And so we move to the next page. What does a question include? So there are 9 kinds of question words, and I will start from the number 1. Number 1, what? Number 2, where? Number 3, why? Number 4, when? Number 5, which? Number 6, who? Number 7, whom? Number 8, whose? And last, number 9, how. In the next page, I will explain the first question words, that is what. What is used to ask about things. As we know, what is a question word that functions to ask about something or something related to someone. And here there are some examples of using the what question. Number 1, what is your favorite color? Number 2, what do you think about the movie? Number 3, what did you eat for breakfast? Number 4, what time is it? Number 5, what are your hobbies? And the number 2 of question words is where. Where is used to ask about the location or place where an event occurred. That's what where is used for. Here there are some examples of using the word question where. Number 1, where do they live? Number 2, where is the nearest hospital? Number 3, where is your mom? Number 4, where did you go on vacation last year? Number 5, where should I park? And we move again to the next question word, that is why. Why is used to ask the reason behind an event, action, happening, or situation. Here there are some examples of using of the question why. Number 1, why did it happen? Number 2, why are you crying? Number 3, why is he laughing? Number 4, why did you choose this university? Number 5, why did she quit her job? And we move to the number 4 of question words. Number 4 is when. When is used to ask when something happened. This question word is closely related to the adverb of time, which can be the answer to this type of question. And here there are some example using of when. Number 1, when do you finish college? Number 2, when is your birthday? Number 3, when does the taxi arrive? Number 4, when did you arrive in Jakarta? And number 5, when does the movie start? Alright, so we move to the number 5 of question words. The number 5 is which. Which is a question word in English that helps us choose between several options. Its function is to request information about a particular choice from a number of available options. Then here there are some example using of which. Number 1, which color do you want? Number 2, which book are you reading right now? Number 3, which extracurricular do you join in? Number 4, which route is faster to get to the airport? Number 5, which language do you want to learn next? And here is number 6 of question word. Number 6 is who. Who is a question word in English that is used to ask about the identity of a person or group of people involved in a particular event, activity, or context. And then here there are some examples using of who question. Number 1, who are your parents? Number 2, who won the game? Number 3, who opened the window? Number 4, who is coming to the party? Number 5, who is your best friend? And here we are at the number 7 of the question word. The number 7 next is whom. If previously who was used to ask about people whose status is the subject, then whom is a type of question word for people who have the position of being the object or recipient of the action of the subject. Then we move to the example using of whom. Number 1, to whom did you give the present? Number 2, whom are you going to meet? Number 3, whom are you waiting for? Number 4, whom should we send the invitation to? Number 5, whom did you meet at the conference? And then we move to the number 8 of question words. Number 8 is whose. Whose is a question word in English which is used to ask about ownership or to whom a certain object or thing belongs. And here there are some examples using of the question whose. Number 1, whose book is this? Number 2, whose are these novels? Number 3, whose car is parked outside? Number 4, whose dog is barking loudly? Number 5, whose outfit are you wearing? And here we are at the last kind of question words. In this last or the number 9 of the question words, the question word is how. How is a question word in English which is used to ask about the method or process by which an event or action is carried out. Then here are some examples using of the question how. Number 1, how did you learn to ride a bike? Number 2, how do you solve this math problem? Number 3, how was your exam? Number 4, how much money do you have? And number 5, how often you go to Bali in a year. And after all of that, we can conclude that by better understanding WH questions or question words, we can become better at asking, understanding, and interacting in everyday English. And so that's all about my presentation of question words. And then we move to the end of second part of this video. It means the video will end in this section, and before I'm ending this video, I want to thank to all of you for watching this, and sorry if I'm making any mistakes because I'm a newbie at this and I've just tried making video on my school assignment. So thanks again for everyone, and see you. Have a good day. Bye everyone.